So, what is MovePal? Well, in this video today, Anthony and I will share with you MovePal, or how MovePal will make your estate agents or letting agency more efficient, keep your brand in front of your potential clients, and most importantly, generate more revenue. We will explain the why and explain how it all works.
Lovely. Thanks, Craig. So first step with MovePal is in terms of explanation and what MovePal does. So this infographic always explains MovePal very, very easily because what it does, it just shows, because ultimately what MovePal is, it's an all-in-one automated lead generation and nurturing system for estate and letting agents. So from the top to bottom. So what I mean from that is, first step of MovePal is we take care of filling the top of the funnel with new leads for you. So as Craig mentioned, we can help both estate and letting agents. We can generate more vendor and landlord leads through targeted Facebook ads, through targeted Google ads, and that's with our marketing team. You'd have your own dedicated account manager from the marketing team, and what they would do is take care of the full setup and the ongoing management of your ads. And what they'll be doing is using our proven to work ad copies, ad methods to make sure we're getting the right message in front of the right audience for you. So our team have been running ads with hundreds of agents for over 10 years now. So that's really what we specialize in. So that's what we'll be using, is our experience and our proven to work copies to make sure we're getting in front of our audiences.
And then we want to also put your own data in there as well.
Yeah, because what MovePal does is it works in two ways. Is it works over here to get new leads, but a lot of the time when agents are thinking about more business, that's their focus. It's like, oh, I need new leads, new people to speak to. Or actually, what they forget about is their database that they've already spent money a lot of the time to gain. And this data already know your agency because they would have spoken to your teams, hopefully already aware of the branding. They've dealt with someone, so you're halfway there. You've done the hard part. So a lot of the time, that's the key part, is it's generating new leads and warming those up. But then the second part is re-engaging with that database. Some agents have thousands of data they sit on and don't do anything with it. So they're always missing out on such a big opportunity there. So that's then the next step, is nurturing and keeping in touch with all of your contacts, all of your data. Because really what we want to do is get that big database of local homeowners and keep your brand, your name, your faces, your team's faces, your brand front of mind. So as soon as any of those local homeowners are thinking of moving or needing to speak to an agent, it's your brand that they think of. So the way that we do that is by sending out targeted email and text messages. So it's automated. So that's the beauty of this. So we're generating leads without you having to lift a finger. Then also going out in the background is a series of emails and text messages, again, without you having to lift a finger too. And that's the whole idea of it. It's all, we've created the content, so you don't have to create content, again, save you time. So we've created a year-long sales journey, year-long lettings journey to keep the brand front of mind. So I'll just run through a quick demo of MovePal for you. So here's just our demo page. So first tab is the opportunity. So what this does, it shows all of your contacts, but instead of showing you all of your contacts in a long list and you thinking you know who to call, what this does is it clearly breaks down for you and shows you where in the journey each contact is, so that you know who to focus on. And as Craig said at the start, helping your team working more efficient, because you're focusing on those hot people. But most importantly, what the system does is it doesn't just nurture people. What we're doing is trying to get people to engage. So click links to request a callback, request a valuation, download e-guides, download brochures, whatever it is, because ultimately what we're trying to do is get your contacts to engage. But the key thing is, as soon as anyone is engaging, that's then triggering an instant notification to you and your team, so your team know the right time to get back in touch.
And importantly, they know they've got a reason to talk to them, because the client's just downloaded a guide or they've replied to something. So there is a reason for you to pick up the phone saying, hey, I just see you've downloaded this guide. It's been a couple of weeks, couple of months since we last spoke to you. What's changed? How can we help?
Yeah, exactly that. And the first step is warming up colder leads and re-engaging with contacts to get them to when they're ready for another valuation. So that's the first step of the journey, is a pre-valuation journey. Then what we then also have is post-valuation journeys. So as you can see, valuation complete in post-val journey, again, sends them a series of communication post-valuation to help you convert more valuations into instructions. We've then also got listed with another agent journeys. So if for any reason they do choose Mr. Agent down the road for whichever reason, they might tie them into a certain contract, etc. You want to keep front of mind. So if at any point they're unhappy with that agent, it's you that they think of. So that's in the idea of that journey. But as you can see, at instructed, you can add in your fee. So then you as the agent and the business owner, you can really easily work out your return on investment from what you're paying to funnel leads in and all of your contacts. You can see 3 to 6 months later down the line, what's the return, a year, etc. So that's that part. That's more the sort of lead management section. So I'll just show you the automations, the journey that is actually sent out. So general triggers. So as soon as a ValPal lead or any new lead actually that we generate, whether it be through ValPal or any of the guide ads that we run through social media, speed to lead is vital. That's so important. That makes such a big difference on making sure your team are converting your leads. So, but it's not always your team's fault that they're not in touch with their leads as quick as they'd like to, because your team are busy. So that's what we're helping with here. So any new lead receives an instant personalized email. So it's getting your brand straight in front of them. So it comes from your name, your email address. 15 minutes later, we follow up with a text message and we ask that key question that we know works best. Thanks for using online valuation. What prompted your inquiry today? So that is the key question. We always recommend your team to ask that when they're following up leads. A few days later, we follow up with another email. So again, all of this is taken care of for you. It's all created, all design, all right label, bought on brand for you, so you don't need to do anything for here.
So remember, this is sorry, just to say, this is accompanying your call. It's not instead of you picking up the phone, it's as well as you picking up the phone, to make sure that you're having the best opportunity to speak to that inquiry as quickly as possible.
Yeah, completely agree. And so if they don't engage with that short-term nurture, we know on average online valuation leads take between 4 to 5 months to be ready to convert. So having a long-term nurture process and a follow-up process, not just this going out exactly as great. So this isn't to replace your team. This is to work alongside your team and see this as an extra team member that's just going to be helping your team, doing a lot of the grunt work. So then your team can focus on that 10 to 20% that are ready to do something now. Let it work on the other 90% or so. So that's the idea of this, is this series of communication here. It's educational. It's not too pushy or too salesy. It's all about giving the users value and move them along that journey, so that as soon as they are ready, it's yourself that they think of. So as you can see, sort of topics: haven't found your dream home yet, how to sell your home for the best possible price, download the 10-step plan to sell your home from premium price here. So as you can see, it's educational. As soon as anyone is downloading any of these links or any of these guides, your team are then notified instantly. How do you know sort of how she can afford? We introduce mortgages and conveyancing into the journeys so we generate additional revenue, get them to engage in other ways. Here to help, sales strategy, how to price your home right. Are you looking at the right type of property? So as you can see, it's just helpful information. At month 6 and month 12, we send anniversary style emails. Say, hey, it's been 6 months since your initial online valuation. A lot has changed in the market. It could have affected your property price. Click here to get an updated online val, or click here to get a more accurate in-person valuation. 4 top tips. So again, as you can see, it's all about tips, giving them guides, giving them value. So that's what we're trying to do here, is position your agency as that local, informative go-to agency. But again, this is for all of your data, not just new leads here. Think of all of your contacts, all of your database is going to be on this automated journey without you having to lift a finger. And then so that's the idea of the long-term nurture. Again, that's all going out without you having to lift a finger. But what's also available in the system is real simple email drag and drop builder that you can then use to then send out your own newsletters. Let's say you send out sort of market updates, data reports, newsletters. When you send out Merry Christmas email to re-engage, to find out who's looking to sell in the new year, whatever type of campaign it is, very, very simple email drag and drop builder for you to then be able to then email that out to your database. So I just show an example of how one of the emails look. So it's just one of the emails, for example. So all of this will be fully taken care of and branded for you ready. You don't need to do that. And everything will be customizable, but ultimately you can really easily send out your own campaigns, text campaigns too. So if you wanted to send out a text campaign, not an email campaign, you can do so really easily. Perfect. And then that's the full system from top to bottom, really, just to sort of recap. It's full system, top, generating you more leads, re-engaging with your old data, warming all of that data up, get them to that point from when they're ready to speak to your agency again. As soon as they are, it's notifying your team so they then know instantly the right time to get back in touch.
Brilliant. So we'll do, yeah, go on, sorry.
And so if anyone does want to find out any more about MovePal, how it could be a good fit for your agency, do please get in touch just via the website www.valpal.co.uk, and then me, Craig, and the team will be happy to help.
Thank you. Well done, mate.
Stop recording.